When God began creating the heavens and the earth was a shapeless, chaotic mass. It looked like a pile of spaghetti, with more spaghetti, but yet with a lack of spaghetti. The Spirit of God brooding over the dark vapors. Then God said, "Let there be light." And he opened up the door of creation. And light appeared, and God was pleased with it, and divided the light from the darkness. He called the light daytime, and the darkness nighttime. Together they formed the first day. And God said, "Let the vapors separate to form the sky above and the oceans below." So God made the sky, dividing the vapor from above the water for the water below. This all happened on the second day. Then God said, "Let the water beneath the sky be gathered into oceans, so that the dry land will emerge." And so it was. The God named the dry land earth, and the water seas. Let the earth burst forth with every sort of grass and seed-bearing plant, and fruit trees with seeds inside the fruit, so that of these seeds would produce kinds of plants and fruit they came from. And so it was. God was pleased. This all occurred on the third day. Man, this guy was getting busy. He's better than me on freaking Roblox with creative mode. Minecraft creative mode is planting trees. Plant the 1,000,000 trees. Plant. You know what? /fill. 1,000,000 plants. Watches them all grow into a giant tree. What have I done? Now I gotta get to the middle. It's a maze. That'd be a good idea. Anyways, he did all of this, and then let the bright light appear in the sky to give light to the earth, and to identify the day and the night. They shall bring about the seasons on the earth, and mark the days and years. And so it was, for God had made 2 huge lights, the sun and moon, to shine down upon the earth. The larger one, the sun, to preside over the day, and the small one, the moon, to preside through the night. He had also made the stars, and God set them in the sky to light the earth, and to preside over the day and night, and to provide the light from the darkness, and God was pleased. He is always pleased, until you displease him, when you make him the cold macaroni. Anyway. Let the waters teem with fish and other life, and let the skies be filled with birds of every kind. So God created great sea animals and every sort of fish and every kind of bird. And God looked at them with pleasure again, and blessed them all again. Multiply and stock the oceans, he told them. And to the birds he said, "Let your numbers increase, fill the earth."
Again.
That ended the 5th day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth every kind of animal, cattle, reptiles, and wildlife of every kind."
Again.
And so it was. God made all sorts of wild animals and cattle and reptiles. And God was pleased again with what he had done. Then God said, "Let us make a man, someone like ourselves, to be the master of all life upon the earth, and in the skies, and in the seas." So God made man.
Again.
Not really, but yeah. It was like an amphibian-looking creature with wings. It roamed through the seas, it roamed through the skies, it went on land like a slug. We are what we call man. Again. So that happened. So the first men. I'm going to just paraphrase this. Books down. Mr. Godman upstairs, Mr. Man upstairs decided to make a little woman and a little dude. And the dude was named Adam and the girl was named Eve. Don't assume their genders because they might eat the fruit at you. Anyways, God told them they could do anything they wanted in the garden. They could have whatever they wanted. But the sacred tree, what's it called? You do it. The tree of good and evil?
Yeah.
Explain that story.
So basically, they were told not to eat of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But then little Mr. Snake comes along.
Mr. Snack.
Some say he's a snake, the devil disguised as a snake, and that's very likely. So basically what the snake said was, "Listen, look at that fruit up there. Looks delicious, don't it? You know you want it. It's beckoning you. Come on, eat it, eat the fruit. Come on, you can do it." And so they decided to eat it. And they realized, oh God, we're naked. This is kind of interesting.
Have we been walking around here all day naked? Yeah. Why did we just notice it now? Because we just tripped out. We just ate a drug that made us not trip out. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. And then they heard the big thunderous footsteps of Rubius Haggard come down the path and yelling, "Where are you, my children?"
So basically, what Adam and Eve decided to do after realizing they're naked is they put a leaf on their schlong. Adam puts a leaf on their schlong.
Eve puts a leaf on her schlong. Adam's confused.
Eve puts a leaf on the leaf.
And then Eve calls out to them. It's like, why are you hiding? And they said, we forgot to put on our clothes today. We came to school and we're like, what's missing? What's missing, Eve? Nothing. Let me think. Clothes! And then...
This is going into Christiansen territory.
Yes, it is. And then God wasn't pleased. They tried covering their imperfections with... Again, with works that they did. And God showed them that nothing they could do would ever cover up their imperfections. So what he did was he actually killed another animal, gave them the skins to wear over their own. And this made the metaphor. The only way to save yourself is through sacrifice. That's deep, man. Yeah, I know. So was the knife that went through that pig that they wore. Skinning. It's great. Anyways, they got sent out of the garden to make their own lives. Also, Eve got cursed, sort of. She was made that childbirth was hard and would probably kill her sometimes. Ouch. All good things.
Ouch.
All good things. And that's pretty much how it went.
So question is, what was going on beforehand? If birth wasn't painful, would it be like shooting a cannon?
Well, technically, apparently their hips were wider, so it was like easier for childbirth.
Ooh.
But then they made it so that it was more painful, so that they remember their sins. Man would basically, instead of having just random vegetables and stuff lying around, the man had to find it and plant himself and work the land just to feed himself and his family.
So basically, God cursed it so women had smaller hips.
Yeah.
Dang it!
He basically cursed humankind. Not really a curse, but a blessing. He's basically saying that he's basically like a parent saying, hey, you know what, I had all this stuff here and I had these rules and you broke it. Now I'm kicking you out. Now you have to find out how to make this stuff yourself.
Sounds fair.
Sounds fair, yeah, it does. And yeah, basically more people were born. I don't remember. I think Noah was one of the descendants. I forgot what happened after that. So
hey, you're skipping Cain and Abel here. Are we going to talk about Cain and
I
Abel?
forgot about them. The one brother because the other brother, I thought it was like Cain and Abel, like raising Cain.
All right, Nathaniel.
Okay,
Hush up. So, Adam and Eve birthed 2 children. 2 male children. One was named Abel, one was named Cain.
Citizen Cain.
Hush. So basically, every now and then they would give offerings to God in exchange for blessings. Abel provided peace offerings from the crops, and Cain provided offerings from meat and things like that. Basically,
Wait, wasn't it the
Abel withheld nothing from God.
Wait. No, it was the other way around. Abel had the flock. He was the shepherd, and then Cain was the one that did the gardens.
Well, either way, Abel held nothing back. Cain kept the majority of it for itself, offered very little to God. God was displeased with Cain's offering and pleased with Abel's offering.
This made Mr. Cain very mad, and he got all mad like the Hulk. And he's like, you know what? I'm done with this. It's time to take out my brother.
It's time to rock and roll.
In Fortnite, I'm gonna beat you up in Fortnite with this rock.
Where we landed, boys, Tilted Towers. Oh no!
Weed.
Anyway, so yeah, Abel got a rock in the head. He died. Sad story. Cain was cursed.
Yeah, and then God was mad because the one guy that was feeding him stuff was like, this fried chicken, this fried lamb, it's great. It's so good. And and then one day it stopped coming. He's like, what the hell? Where'd all my food go? And he looks down and he sees the dude that delivers the food dead. And he's like, I wonder how long he's been there. Just laying there in the field, just like all rotted flies surrounding him and stuff. It's just, and then he looks over and sees his brother standing there for some reason. He's been standing there for 6 months or something with a rock in his hand. Like, he was like, what have I done? And then he's like, damn it. You just stopped the flow of lamb I had. The fried lamb come to me. You know, I was hungry tonight. I was going to invite the boys over. I was going to have a nice football game. But no, you stopped my fried lamb from coming over. So now, I'm going to curse you. So anyone that kills...
Frickin' Cain.
So everything you do will be a lot harder to live. And anybody that kills you will suffer 6 times the death that you do. Hence the mark of Cain. Citizen Cain.
Why do people suffer for killing someone that's a murderer?
Well, it's supposed to be like, I think the curse was supposed to be also that everybody would have a extreme hatred towards him. That way, that no one could actually help, no one would want to help him. And then, that way, if anyone actually did end up killing him, then the curse would actually be moving on to someone else. It's supposed to be a way to keep, people from killing him. But if they do, the curse doesn't end. And basically, I think he lives forever. That way. But like I said, everything's harder for him. Okay, that's all the time we got.
That's it for now.
See ya. We'll see ya. But, you know, we had to make another run to the store. We ran out of weed to drag.